Hey, welcome to day one of the 7-day serve accuracy challenge. Now I've decided to open this up on either a website or on YouTube for free the first day, just the first day only, so you can get a really good look to decide if you'd like to join us for the rest of the journey on our 7-day serve accuracy challenge. And remember, you also get lifetime accesses. So if you're looking at day one going, well, I don't have time to do it the rest of the week, you can still sign up and get lifetime access to each and every day so that you're improving each and every day on your serve location to different areas of the court. And I basically walk you through step by step on how you can improve your consistency and your serve accuracy. So you're gonna be able to hit all spots of the box after this week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot of great drills, a lot of great exercises, a lot of great tips for you to go through. So if you go through day one, you really like it and you want more, you can decide to either buy this challenge and sign up and you get lifetime access to it, or you can also become a yearly pass member to where you unlock all the challenges you've done in the past. You get instant access to this challenge and all the challenges we've done in the past this year. So take a look below. If you click onto this page, if you're on YouTube, go to the description link and click on the link, and then you can see all the challenges we've done so far. You unlock them all at once, they all open up, and then all the challenges I do in the future for the rest of the 12 months, you get to unlock them all at no extra cost, basically for free. So let's get started. I'm going to show you the first drill we're going to do to warm up to start really honing in our accuracy. Oh, one more thing too. If you're inside the membership or if you're on this page watching this, you can also send me your video. You have to actually be inside the membership to send me a video if you'd like the video to be reviewed. I'm not going to do it, on YouTube or anything for free, but if you become a member, take a look and make sure if you want to send in a video, you can. You don't have to. Okay, let's get started with our first drill. Okay, so the first exercise that we're going to do is you can either take a towel, one of your shirts, sweater, and you can put it through the fence. You basically raise your arms up as high as you can, put it through so you get as high as you can. And then also, if you wanted to be more specific, you could take a tennis ball. I took a low compression ball. They're easier to put through the fence. And what I want you to do is I want you to warm up throwing nice and easy at those targets, because that's really going to help you sync up all your control levers. When you're aiming, whether you're hitting a forehand, a backhand, a serve, you really want to be good at controlling 4 things in your body. Number one, and it starts always with the kinetic chain, so it starts from the ground. And so I like to really feel and be very specific with how my toe is turning, towards my target, how my hips and my core are turning, how my shoulder and my front shoulder too. Don't leave the front shoulder off the table either. How those 2 shoulders rotate towards the target is another one. And then finally, your control in your wrist and your hands, right? Your arm all the way to your forearm. So you want to control all of that and be in sync with all of that. And so what you want to do, and again, I want you to go very, very light, just like you were warming up your serve, nice and easy. So before you put the racket in your hand, and I promise if you do this all week, you're going to start to feel that when you put the racket in your hand, that it starts to sync up and you feel more in control of what you're doing. So I'm just going to come here and just throw lightly at the target, okay? I'm going to start throwing at the sweater, actually. And with all these drills, just try and don't put so much pressure and get nervous about hitting the target every single time. Just try and get closer and really listen and feedback. Like, learn from every throw and try and just do a little better the next throw. That's all. And so I'm going to aim at the sweater here in the beginning. You basically can start right on the baseline and you go to the fence, okay? So you start right on the line, and I'm going to throw at the sweater and go, okay? So I hit the sweater there. So you just try and repeat that feeling. Let's go again. Okay, I'm 2 for 2 hitting the sweater. Let's try it again. I was a little high, okay? So if I'm a little high, what is that telling me? So you want instant feedback. So I'm a little high, I kind of let go too early and back here. So it'd be like if you're serving, the ball goes long, sometimes you make the contact too far behind late. That's actually what I was able to feel. See, I've thrown a lot of balls, I've served a lot of balls, so I can feel that right away. So the next time I'd actually have to let go a little later, a little more forward to bring it down a little more. Let's see if I can do that. And we hit the sweater. You see that? Now, if you want to be a little more specific, and this is going to really help you fine-tune your aim, Now I can actually aim at the ball. And again, I might throw for 5-10 minutes and not hit the ball, but I can learn something from every single throw. So this is more of a challenge, like going, okay, can I hit an even smaller target, which is a great way to practice, have broad targets and then have the small targets within those. And that's what we're going to be doing with our 7-day serve challenge. So here we go. I'm going to come here and way off. So I let go of that way too far behind. So I got to throw it earlier, right here. Okay, so that I brought it down. So you see I'm correcting. You see how we're correcting? Now I have to release what? A little later. We're actually right on point with our targets though. I mean, I think if I was able to bring it down or up, either way, I actually probably would have hit the ball. So that's kind of really good. And let's see if I can go somewhere in the middle here. Very close, okay? Very close, and the ball fell down, but I didn't hit the ball. But you see, that's an exercise that you can do to get yourself warmed up. Let's now start our serve, because I'm feeling like I'm kind of really getting focused on a specific target and zoning in, so my eyes feel good, my body's starting to feel good. That lets me know it's time to put the racket in the hands. Now we want our broad target, and then also our specific target. And so what you need for this are some tennis balls and 3 cans of balls. And make sure that you fill the cans up with the tennis balls so they have some weight. So in case it's a little windy, they're not going to blow over. As far as, let's just see how many steps. I've got a size 10.5. So let's see how many steps it takes me to go inside. It's 1, 2, 3, almost 4 steps. That's where I'm putting the ball. So I want to make it through this runway right here from basically the ball to the line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down for our challenge 1, 2, 3 cans, okay? And so the challenge is that I've got it to finish the practice. Now I could do it multiple times if I want, but my minimum goal, a lot of times it's good to start with a smaller goal, and then if you want to do more, you can do more. But my minimum goal is to knock these 3 cans down. I can't leave until I knock them down, okay? And don't put the pressure on yourself to like get it done fast. Again, feedback, allow the feedback to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take us today, but as long as I can see my serve improving, me getting closer, and me learning about my serve each time I serve, you know, I could hit great serves for a half hour and not hit the cans theoretically, okay? I mean, if I'm just all around the can, I'm not hitting it, that's still an amazing serve. So let's get started. Let me show you how we're going to warm up. Okay, so to start serving, what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve the ball slowly. I'm more relaxed, so I'm going to let my shoulders flow a little more, so I'm not as worried about accuracy right now. So I just want to flow more. The serve that we're hitting for the lefty is the down the middle. On the do side, for the righty, you're basically hitting the down the middle. On the add side, and so you just click on the righty version to collect that. On YouTube right now, all we have is just the lefty version, but if you want to get both the righty and the lefty version, you can sign up for the 7-day serve challenge. You'll have both camera angles. All right, so what I'm going to do here, the rule I have is when I start serving is I can only move my toe, my back toe, and that's going to help ensure what? A consistent toss, right? Oh, look at that. We started out pretty good. So I'm just serving really slow, swinging maybe about 30 miles an hour, 30% of my power, and all I can do is turn the back toe. That's the only thing allowed to move, and definitely don't skip this step, because I've had people who are pretty good players, high 4.0 players, but they admit that they struggle with their serve accuracy, their consistency, and I say, okay, serve just moving your toe, and people are falling all over the place. They can't do it, and that's a pretty good indicator about how consistent your toss is, because if you have to move, you know, to hit the serve and you can't keep your balance, it's usually because your toss is off. So this will kind of force you, without even having to think too much about how to toss, it'll force you to get a consistent toss. And you can see so far, we're actually doing better than I even expected. Now, that's good. I'm glad I missed it out there wide. What happened there? I rotated too early. So that's going to be one of the things I'm going to look for. But if I miss wide, I'm going to go, okay, that's too early a movement, and I've got to hold my rotation a little bit longer so I can bring it more into the box. So let's do that, and let's see what happens. I'm going to hold the shoulder longer this time, and now what happened? I held it too long. You see that? So I held it too long there, and so now I've got to just, I like to call this radio dial shoulders, to where when I'm missing one side or the other, I try and really zone in on the shoulders and get the movement just right, just like I'm throwing a ball. That's why we start with a throw, just right until I'm honing in with the 4 levers, the toe, the hips, and especially the shoulders, which I like to call the radio dial shoulders. So I'm especially gonna pay attention to those shoulders right now. And here we go. And that aim was actually there. Okay, holding the shoulders too long. So now I gotta release them earlier. Got to release the shoulders earlier. Too early. Better, closer. There it is. Okay. And we hit a target. Okay, so we hit our first target. But that doesn't count yet because we're warming up. Okay, so if you hit a target in warm up, it doesn't count as your one. We've got to go into player mode and knock 3 down. Now the challenge has officially started. Again, it's going to be hard for me to resist, but I'm going to try not to worry about how many serves it takes me, how long it takes me. Try not to get frustrated or any of that. I'm just going to judge serves, and you know, it takes me an hour to knock over 3, it takes me an hour. If it takes me, you know, 1 minute, it takes me 1 minute. Anything can happen, just like in a match. And so here we go. Starting to relax. This counts. And we start off with an absolute dud, which can happen sometimes in a match. I completely fell out of my toss way too early, so the feedback is stay up a lot longer. That was much better. Much better. That felt good. And I'm going with all first serves today. I'm not really going to go into second serves. All first serves down the middle. So that was a big serve, but it went just wide. So that was, again, I could feel the shoulders turn out a little too early, which brought that serve wide. Bad toss, not going to hit that. Big serve, okay? So we didn't hit a target there, but we're very, very happy with that in the match. So now I gotta, if I wanna hit the target though, I gotta turn a little, just a hair. We're talking about a hair earlier. That was actually on, but my toss arm fell. That I noticed I'm not rotating enough on the serve. I got to rotate earlier. Again, shoulders falling off a little bit, way off there. So that's a big adjustment. So here we go, getting set. Big serve stuck in the fence, but again our shoulders are off. So having some control issues with my shoulder today. Big serves, but got to zone in on target better. That's a great serve for a match. We'll take that all day long. We'll take that all day long. What I want to do is actually start to bring the ball closer to the line. I notice that I'm either missing way off this way or it's more towards the middle of the box than I like. I want to be able to get that ball closer to the midline. So now I'm going to start working on, see if I can really start to target the midline, and maybe I can start to get closer to those cans. And that worked perfectly. I aimed close to the midline. Notice how I still didn't go enough though. Just missed the can by a hair. So that lets me know that I've got like little micro adjustments I can still make to even get close to that line. Because even though I was aiming for the midline, I still was off the line. So that lets me know I could even take this idea and adjust it a little more. Okay, there we go. You see how when you start to get more specific with your targets, you start to get it. So now we've hit a can, and now we just got 2 left to go. Okay, that was exciting. It feels good to make that can explode too. We'll put an instant replay on that. Oh, and now we're close to that can again. We're close to our next can. So I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to zone in. I'm starting to feel the target. Tosses off. Keeping the head up. Okay, that was way off again. Way off. I got to bring that thing, think about the line. I'm going to really study the midline on this. Feel the shoulders are going to move to the midline. Okay, now we've knocked 2 cones down, 2 cans down, 1 more to go. So you can see it's a really focused practice here. Oh, so close, guys. I thought that was it. Oh, we were so close, guys. We were so close, and I was really focused on that target. Again, we're getting so close. Those are exciting, but I'm not gonna lie, even though I'm trying not to judge myself, I'm like a little disappointed and also feeling some pressure because I know that there's league matches coming out. So this is kind of good for pressure because I've got to get this done, hopefully, before they take the courts over. And there we go. And there we go. We have done it. We have done it. Come down, let's talk. So day 1 in the books, and you know, what I really love about this challenge is the pressure. And there was some pressure out there today for me. First of all, the camera's on, and I started to get really self-conscious because I started to see all these ladies walk in for a league match. And I started to think, oh my gosh, what if I set this up today and I can't knock down 3 cones for you guys? It's gonna be so embarrassing. So it actually had some nerves creep in. Okay, so you know, pressure is gonna be there. I think it's good not to like set a time limit on yourself or how many baskets it takes, but maybe in the future that could be a good idea because that was definitely adding to the pressure for me today, feeling like, am I gonna get these cones down in time? And I hit some great serves and they still didn't hit the cone. That added just a little bit of anxiety because even though I was saying to you guys, don't judge and you know, just you know, have the good serves in your head, it's hard not to get in your own head. So that's a skill set you got to work on. But I tried as much as possible to listen to my body, to make little micro adjustments, and we were able to get the job done. So that's day 1. If you watch this for free and you kind of like this and want to go on the rest of our journey with us, we're basically going to hit all spots in the box, all kinds of different challenges, all kinds of different spins, different tips every day. And you can also send in your video for me to analyze. And if you're a right-hander out there, you can also get the right-handed version. If you're inside the membership, I hope you enjoyed day one. Make sure you take advantage of this and you watch this over and over again for this week and next week and months and years to come. You can go use this one practice to really hone in that skill of that down the middle serve, whether you are a righty or a lefty. All right, we're going to be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be working on our out wide serve. So you want to see how we're going to do that? We're going to actually be doing different depths as well on our out wide serve. So how to hit the ball deep in the box, how to hit the mid box, and how to hit the short box when we're going out wide. That's what we're going to go over tomorrow. So if you want to join us, make sure you sign up, and either sign up for this one or you become a yearly pass member, and we'll see you on the next challenge. Okay, so now I'm getting more warmed up. So I'm going to go into match mode serves. These don't count yet. I want some practice match mode serves. So again, I don't feel any pressure. I can get feedback to how my body's going to feel and pretend that I am serving in a match here. So I'm going to go into my bouncy ritual, my rhythm ritual, and then my toss and hit. And oh my God, what a good start that was. Okay, so again, I'm going to go into my bouncing, delivering, and again, another good one. So it's starting out pretty good. Let's go again. I recommend doing a minimum of 10. Okay, I'm feeling really, really good though. And for the sake of time, you guys, I could do 3, but I recommend you do at least 2 of those. Okay, so now the challenge has officially started. Again, it's going to be hard for me to resist. But I'm going to try not to worry about how many serves it takes me, how long it takes me. Try not to get frustrated or any of that. I'm just going to judge serves. And, it takes me an hour to knock over 3. It takes me an hour. It takes me, 1 minute. It takes me 1 minute. Anything can happen, just like in a match. And so here we go. I'm starting to relax. Let's count. And we start off. That happens sometimes in a match. I completely fell out of my toss way too early. So the feedback is stay up a lot longer. That was much better. Much better. That felt good. And I'm going with all first serves today. I'm not really going to go into second serves. All first serves down the middle. So that was a big serve, but it went just wide. So that was, again, I could feel the shoulders turn out a little too early, which brought that serve wide. Bad toss, not going to hit that. Big serve, okay? So we didn't hit a target there, but we're very, very happy with that in the match. So now I gotta, if I want to hit the target though, I gotta turn a little, just a hair. We were talking about a hair earlier. That was actually on, but off of the bell. That I noticed I'm not rotating on the serve. I gotta rotate earlier. Fix that. But again, our shoulders are off. So having some control issues with my shoulder today. Big serves, but got to zone in that target better. That's a great serve. Way off. I'm being pretty aggressive today. These would be serves I'd be using in the match. You see match speed serves. And the bigger you go, sometimes you're not, like I said, your body control is off, and you swing fast, you're going to be way off. When your body control is on, and your racket at speed is good, that's going to help actually improve your accuracy, really help you dial into your serve. Head up. Again, a nice serve. What I want to do is actually try to bring the ball closer to the line. I notice that I'm either missing way off this way, or it's more towards the middle of the box than I like. I want to be able to get that ball closer to the midline. So now I'm going to start working on, see if I can really start to target the midline, and maybe I can start to get closer to those hands. And that worked perfectly. I aimed close to the midline. Notice how I still didn't go enough though. Just missed the can by a hair. So that lets me know that I've got like little micro adjustments I can still make to even get close to that line. Because even though I was aiming for the midline, I still was off the line. So that lets me know I can even take this idea and adjust it a little more. Start to get it. So now he's hit a can, and now he's just got 2 left to go. Okay, that was exciting. Feels good to make that can explode too. We'll put an instant replay on that. Oh, and now we're close to that can again. We're close to our next can. So I'm starting to feel like I'm starting to zone in. I'm starting to feel the target. Toss this off. And up. Okay, that was way off. Way off. We got to bring that thing. Think about the line. I'm going to really study the midline on this. Feel how the shoulder's going to move to the midline.